You notice this picture was taken this morning. I actually released this video on the Anton Daniels channel in order to give you guys an update because I like to take you along the journey in addition to the interviews, in addition to the live streams, in addition to everything that we got going on, okay? I very much plan to be able to take my shirt off and just make everybody look like fools this summer. So if you want to join me on that journey again, make sure you tap into the Alpha Juice Company and Bag Chasers. I fully expect y'all to be sitting at the pool, partying, everybody looking ripped up, looking good, everybody at the weight that they supposed to be. No, don't sit here and tell me that you just big boned it. I don't believe it. I believe that your bones are the size of everybody else's bones. And in order for us to have a conversation about pushing people to be the best versions of ourselves, we need to make sure that every aspect of our lives is together. Not just the money, not just our relationships, not just our network, not just our information and technology, not just the business, not just corporate America. We want to be healthy so that we can then live as long as we possibly can to be able to spend this money. But let me give you a little bit of context, right? Because as I'm in the gym on a regular basis, lately, the only things that I've been doing, when I go out of town, I take care of business, I get back to the crib, right? The only things that I've been doing is working and working out. Pray, work, sleep, work out. Pray, work, sleep, work out. Pray, work, sleep, work out. Yo, I'm about to start spitting some bars. But that's literally all we doing. It's the wintertime, yo. It's still February. We don't have nothing else to do except for grind and hustle. And on a regular basis, at least once a year, I go through this phase in my life where I have to reset. The only thing I'm driving is my Hyundai. I put the Porsche away. I put the Mercedes away. Rita could go ahead and drive the Tesla, whatever, so on and so forth. I'm riding a Hyundai. I put away the Rolexes. I don't need all of that. All of the special hookups or whatever. Yeah, I put it on when I got to do an interview or when I got to show up for something specifically or whatever. I got Crimson Cure coming in this weekend, so I got to make sure that the beard is tight and everything like that. But in a general sense, you got to go back to the streets. You got to get back to the fundamentals. You don't want to get so far removed from what it is that you are and so caught up in enjoying and embracing and living his life to where all of the stuff that really don't matter, the things that make life a little bit more enjoyable to be here on a regular basis. Yeah, the leather seats with the stitch leather, that's cute. The watches that's got the gold on it. I promise you it don't tell any better time, even though you can appreciate the craftsmanship of what it is that Rolex put together. All of that stuff is cool. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I still have it. I plan on pulling it out probably later on this year. But at this point in my life, it's grind mode. I remember when I used to be in church on a regular basis, and the pastor would always say, and I absolutely agreed with them because it's a lot of things that I hold the black church accountable for, but then it's a lot of things that I learned that was really, really beneficial as a result of being there. They would always say, yo, it's time to get back on our knees and learn how to give God appreciation and ask God what it is that he wants us to do in order for us to really be able to do the things that's meaningful on this earth. Often at times when we see people pray, and all they do, the first thing that they do is they just start begging. Lord, bless me with more money. Lord, bless me with a man. Lord, bless me with the woman of my dreams. Oh, God, make sure that they favor me on my job and don't let me be hated or sated on. And y'all know how to church. Y'all, listen, if you know how to pray, if you know what the black church is, and you've been praying all your life, you know what these prayers are. Keep us provided and protected. Rebuke demons and demonic powers and principalities from coming against us. Let no weapon formed against us prosper and all of this other. You just asking and 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 asking. But you're not really taking into consideration what you're saying, and you're not building a relationship with God, right? And when you build a relationship with God, with a wife, with anything, and that's why he says love your spouse, right? When he says submit to your wife as... He's talking specifically about how it is that man has a relationship with God, right? Man over woman, God over man, woman over child. And there's a hierarchy, but he's trying to teach you how to love effectively. And nobody wants to be in a relationship, especially even when you're talking to God, where it's one way. If your girl came into you every single day And the only thing that she did was say, hey, can I have, gimme, you're going to feel like she using you. Now, men want to take care of their woman and they want to make sure that she's provided for, but they don't want to be used. And it's a difference. It's a difference between being taken advantage of and being used. We all get used. We all exchange, right? Weaknesses for strengths. I want to be used. I am a tool. She is a tool. She wants to be used, but don't nobody want to be misused. Don't nobody want to be taken advantage of. Don't nobody want to be used up. And that's the way in which we go about living our lives on a regular basis, is that we use up all of the things, and the only thing we say is more. And we never reset to really truly understand what our purpose is, to know that this thing and all of these things are extra, but that's not the primary reason why we're here. And so I, on a regular basis, have a time in my life throughout the year where I reset and I put away all of the stuff and I get back to the foundation of who I am. And even putting away all of the stuff, it helps you to be able to appreciate what you have and what you've been able to acquire once you pick it back up, and it don't just become old hat to you, right? She don't just become old hat to you because you see her every single day and y'all do the same routine every single day. And when she say, I love you, say, I love you back. And that's just the end of the conversation. You got to get back into the foundation of why you came into this place and the thing that helped you to become successful in the first place. And the only way that you can do that is get back to your roots. Go back to the streets. And I'm not telling you to go and work out on a light pole, right? Because I do work out at the gym. But I'm telling you, you need to get back into that bunker. You need to get back to the thing and the foundation and utilize the tools that you have more effectively now, because that's why you're more successful. But you need to get back to the foundation of who you are and get rid of all of the distractions, all of the noise in your way. Put away all of the awards, put away the YouTube plaques, put away all of the cars, put away all of the clothes and all of this other type of stuff, and get back to the foundation of why we're here. We're here to make this earth a better space as a result of us being here. And the only way that we can do that is pouring into ourselves first. When somebody taps into you and they say, yo, family, what can I do for you? The first thing I always tell them is that the only way that you can really pour into me is to pour into yourself first. Because come on, family, come on, bag chasers. You know what we did when we first started this platform. The best way for you to be selfless is to be selfish first, because a person cannot pour out of an empty cup. Y'all remember when we used to talk about this? The only way that you can help me is by helping yourself first, because two people that ain't got nothing ain't nothing but a liability and more liabilities upon each other. Y'all taking each other down. Can't nobody help nobody because ain't nobody got nothing to pour out of their cup. You got to fill your cup up first and let it runneth over, and then you can start to pour into everybody else. But the only way you can do that is by getting yourself together. So go into that closet, go into that dark space, go back to the thing that made you uncomfortable in the first place, and figure out how it is that you can push yourself and stop being so comfortable with complacency and being average. Average is never the goal. We was never meant here to be average. We were here to push ourselves. We were here to grow. We're here to pour into other people, and you cannot do that by only being at this level. You got to get here, and then you got to get here, and you got to get here, and you got to get here. When people tell me and they ask me questions and they say, Anton, I'm trying to figure out what my purpose is. And I say, okay, well, that just means you ain't busy enough. You ain't suffered enough. You don't know what it means to go back into the dark. You don't know what it means to actually hustle. You don't know what it means to grind. You don't know what it means to, the only thing that you can think of is work, play, sleep, health, take care of your business, and then do more work. And you so afraid of work. You so afraid of doing a thing that's going to make you uncomfortable because you so afraid of going back into that space that got you there in the first place. But the reason that it got you there, and I hate when people then tell their kids, well, I don't want you to go through what I went through. No, you need to go through what I went through in a controlled environment so that you can learn the lessons that got me here. If what makes you so successful is the things that you went through, why are you trying to prevent them from getting the lessons? Why are you trying to prevent yourself from growing? And the only way that you can truly go is to embrace what it is that got you there in the first place, except for you improve on it. You build on it. You make it greater. You continue to go strength to strength, strength to strength. That's what they used to say in the church, strength to strength. Strength to strength is really just building on the foundation of the thing that you already got. But if you built on a house of sand, then it's just going to fall over. But the foundation, not the sand part, not the trinkets, not all of the things that made you feel good, right? It's that thing that's that rock. That's what we building our foundation on. It's the concrete. That's the thing that we want to continue to build on. That's the thing that we're working for. Because all of this stuff is going to go away. And don't get me wrong, it's phenomenal. I love all of the things that I've been able to acquire. However, that is not the foundation of who I am and why it is that I'm here. I am here to become a better version of myself, not only for myself, but for the people that support me and the people that need me. And you can only do that by continuing to improve. So your purpose, whenever you're trying to figure out what your purpose is, remember this. Your purpose is defined by where it is that you are in that particular time in your life that allows for you to continue to be the better version of yourself. Let me say it one more time. Your purpose is where it is that defines where it is that you life at that particular time that allows for you to be the better version of yourself. You're going to be different than you are at 20 and 30 and 40 and 50. And your purpose is going to change according to the work that you put in. So if you're trying to figure out what it is, understand that it's ever evolving, but it's whatever it is that makes you the best version of yourself, because then and only then can you pour into somebody else. Don't ever let your purpose be defined by a job title, because that's man-made. Don't ever let your purpose be defined by a woman, because her feelings is going to change from day to day. Don't ever let your purpose be defined by your children, because they're going to grow up and they're going to live their own lives, and then you're going to be left with nothing because you never really stood for anything or had anything to live for. Don't let your purpose be defined by people or the church or your family, because they will turn against you and they will go their own way according to whatever it is that's convenient for them at the time. Your purpose is truly defined by the work that you put in, and then and only then will it be revealed to you.